It's about that time, baby, baby. Oh, yeah. Here we go, here we go.
The Sinclair Show is on.
It is on.
Run it to your friends, come on.
Come on.
It's a moment of the show tonight. Mailbag is tight. Sinclair is on the mic.
Once again, it's on. You're still troubled in your home. Got your tripping, don't know right from wrong. Send your letters to the show so we can talk you through. Get the answers to your questions because we speak that truth. Sometimes you doubt yourself, lost your health. Faith is on the fence, but you believe that Jesus knows your well. Keep it moving, spirit flowing, because we're here to provide someone to lean on when you're falling. Wednesday 8 and 9, and it's on. Well, once again, it's on. You're listening to the only morning show at night. It is the Sinclair Show coming to you live and direct. My, look at all of the people popping on. Now, first, I want to thank all of you all who continue to send your mailbag questions and comments to sinclairtalk@outlook.com. I'm going to continue to reach out to you, the public, because you all are the valued listener. That's right. Y'all are it. You know what? Without y'all, there would be no reason for me to be here. That's the honest truth. The more I sit back and think about it, there'd be no Sinclair Show with all of you out there in listening land, whether you at the radio, whether you on TV. Yeah, because y'all be out there on Greenville Public TV. Y'all be out there just in y'all feeling sometime when y'all don't get no shout out. So I want to get them out there a shout out too. But I'm just telling you, you know, it sometimes somebody said to me the other night, they said, Sinclair, man, you know what? You must really like what you are doing, because sometimes you be going over the time limit. And I'm blessed that we don't really have a time limit, because we can stay on as long as y'all want to. But I just want to thank you all, the people, because truthfully, this show is not just mine. It's everybody's. So I want to certainly start off by saying that. Y'all know the little song, what is that song? Yours, mine, and ours. I could do this for hours. Sit and talk to y'all for hours. I want to give you your flowers. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's ours, people. That's what this show is. It's ours. Anyway, let me see who I want to give a shout out. First person on the show tonight is Jay Dizzle. What's up with the big homie? Always pumping in when he's supposed to. There go Gwendolyn Lady Elegance Pritchard from where? Rocket City, Alabama. Huntsville in the house. Then who else we got? Annie Moore, always glad to see you. James Key, what's going on already in the house? There's my mama. Hey, mama. See, I gotta keep my eye on my mama. My mama she be out there on some mischief, I believe. I had to call her a couple of times. Big Rod, what's going on? Detective Pamela Black, glad to see you. Oh, there goes Chanelly Rawls. And I know if she's up here, that means, did you say I should come to the DMV and do a live show? You know what? Let's put that on the agenda. We can make that happen. We can make that happen. Let me see what's else. Yeah, that's how we get down. That's how we get down. Corey Parks, what's going on? Oh, there go my brother Andre Williams in Hampton, VA. He said that is the place to be. Oh, look at Barbara Davis. How you doing? Glad to see you. Let me see what else is going on. Yeah, we can always come through. Always got time for the people. And that's the thing about it, y'all. You know what? The show is fun because y'all up here. I mean, it would probably be interesting if y'all wasn't, but it's fun when y'all up here. So I just want to tell y'all that's how I get down. Let me see. What else am I thinking about here? Let me see. I know what. I got a couple of people that wanted some shouts out. First of all, where's our homegirl Tracy at? I ain't seen her. You know, she might be on lockdown. Sometimes people can't get their out. Matter of fact, we got a little letter tonight about some folks that be wanting to watch the show, but apparently they dudes be in a negative state of mind about them coming out to the Cindy Sin show. I don't know why I be getting negative energy from the public, but it is what it is. Let me see who else we got. People. Shh. Don't nobody say nothing. Nikki Carter just popped on. Hey, Nikki Carter, how you doing? You know what? Matter of fact, tonight is Be Nice to Nikki Carter night. Because really, y'all, I know that she's like the antagonist of the show, if you will, but she good people. So I think at least that's what folk tell me. So Nikki Carter tonight, we going you say I tried to censor you. No, why you think that? Now I can't. See, people. Now I want y'all to be my my witnesses that I tried to be nice. I gave her some positive vibes, and what messed around and happened? She came with the negativity. I knew it wasn't gonna last, people, but I can at least say I tried. Don, you ain't get no notification. You ain't get no notification because I ain't try to put nothing out on you. If I want to put you off the show, I just say click the button, and you out of here. Look at Cassandra. There go is the legal beagle. That's right. And anybody else out there, understand something. If I don't see you pop up, if you out there on the social media platform, type in hello, and then we could give you a shout out. Sometimes y'all up here and I don't know because I'm on a different platform, so I'm seeing a bunch of different stuff. You did. I received your positive energy. Yeah, no, it don't sound like you received the positive energy because it seemed like you tried to be negative. So it's all right. We can get back to the regular. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. So let me begin with, matter of fact, we got so much stuff going on. Let's see what y'all want to start with. Let me see. Okay, you know what? We're gonna start with this one, people. This is a little intense. And I think y'all be asking me questions. I tell y'all all the time, y'all ask me stuff that y'all think I'm scared to answer, but y'all really don't move me like that because I'm not soft like that, no pun intended, based on what we getting ready to talk about. But so check this out. As y'all see at the bottom of the screen, apparently, all right, and I don't know because some of y'all act the fool for no reason, but oh, Johnny talking about start with the funny. Now Johnny I already got in the water now. So somebody wanted me to tell them what I think about the new pictures Dwyane Wade's son say he's out here looking like a whole woman. All right. Now let me say this first of all. I know why y'all do what y'all do. Because y'all want to know if I'm somewhat opposed to talking about sensitive issues. So anyway, there's something that says Dwyane Wade has been one of the biggest supporters of his son. And he replied in a screen section reminding her she was a shining bright like a diamond. And he wrote 3 crystal emojis that had rapper Lil Nas X, Ryan Destiny, and somebody else chimed in. So over the spring, his son Zaya did a joint interview with a stepmother, Gabrielle Union, for the Dove Esteem Project. During the conversation, Zaya said, who was 14 at that time, opened up about how she has been impacted by the detrimental beauty advice online. For example, Zaya said she dealt with hateful comments about her hair. She said, as a trans person, once I came out, there was a lot of hateful comments about how I should grow my hair out long or fit to a certain version of femininity. Even though that's not true at all, that's the kind of advice is just trying to break you, but don't let it. Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle have been Zaya's #1 cheerleader since day one. During the interview, Gab says she's seen her husband stress the value of internal beauty. You can be a stunner or a classically beautiful person, but if your soul is rotten, you are not very beautiful at all. And it goes on to talk about some other things, all right? Nikki Carter said his daughter looks beautiful. Chanel said that's old news and who cares at this point? Apparently somebody cares because they put it out there. Now, let's begin with this, people. For those of you who have not seen it, I did go out and take a look. And that's right there is, if you're looking on social media, that's the picture of his daughter, his son/daughter. All right. So let me begin by saying this. First and foremost, by this point, you all should understand a couple of different things about me. One, you cannot bait me into following down a path that I don't feel somewhat attached to in the first place. Okay? So let's cover the first few bases. One, you all know my spiritual beliefs are such that I'm not a supporter of certain lifestyles. Okay? That's from my spiritual belief. Those same spiritual beliefs tell me that it's not my place to judge, that that's between an individual and God. Now, spirituality out the way. Let's talk about the other side of it. I've told you all I have gay people. I don't know if I got any trans people, but I got some gay people in my family, to which I've told you all, them my folks. Okay? And I don't personally care what you all or anybody else think about them. As long as they my folks, you can't say nothing about them, not to me, without having to get dealt with. Okay? Because I can be of support of and love my family without being in support of everything they do in their lifestyles. If that makes sense to any of you all. Okay? Let process this. And if you process this, it'll make it so you don't have to keep sending me stuff that you think might trick me into some kind of negative output. There is no negative output. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put Dwyane Wade or anybody else in. That's not my job. And it ain't your job either. If you don't stand for something, fine. It's okay for you to say that. But you don't turn against and become the very hate that you so-called don't like. Some of you all who feel a certain kind of way about gay people or trans people, and again, I'm not in support of a particular lifestyle, but I'm equally not supportive of the arrogance and ignorance that sometimes we push forward. Maybe, just maybe, if we spent a little bit of time, not a lot, but at least a little bit of time trying to push forth that spiritual love that we as Christians are supposed to have, it might change the way not only those people feel toward gay folks, but maybe it might change some people who are on the fence that are undecided. I don't know. But I'm not rocking with y'all on this ignorance. Now, so in terms of Dwyane Wade, whatever she, he, her family want to do, that's their business. Okay? That's not my business. And for those of you who try to border that fence, understand something. I work for Jesus. I don't sit around here. He didn't give me the task of judge. And I'm not bending down picking up them stones, because we all know when it came time to cast them stones, he said, all of y'all that ain't got no sin. Some of y'all hating on Dwyane Wade, but you got sons and daughters at your house that's out here robbing, that's out here stealing, that's out here selling dope, that's out here doing all kind of stuff. How you mad at one person for what sin that you believe they committing, but you ain't mad at the ones? Some of y'all got cats in your bed right now, just as wrong as they can absolutely be. They high as all outdoors. They can't hold down a job, but you mad about somebody else's sins, but you overlooking the person that's sitting right next to you. I'm just saying. So when y'all feel like bringing these questions, now, let me take this time to vent to the other aspect of this. As a society, now mind you, I'm off of Dwyane and Dwyane Wade because I've told y'all what I think about that. I've told y'all my spiritual beliefs. I've told y'all what I think about that. Let me tell y'all the other side of this coin. We as a society are dead wrong. Because you know how we got here? You know how we got to the point where we have a significant amount of young people who are trying to identify with whatever. Matter of fact, you got young folks right now who, if you ask them what their gender is, they'll tell you that I don't signify with a certain gender. You know how we got here, y'all? See, when I grew up, and I don't mind telling y'all, I'm over 50. So when I grew up in a time where initially in them 70s, and I'm pretty sure anybody 70s and before, when you watch TV, you ain't see nothing on TV. You were hard pressed to see somebody kiss on TV. But then you all in the 80s and 90s, y'all begin to let everything be on TV. And you continue to push the envelope. And so now we operate in a society by which 2 out of every 4 commercials, you're going to see a gay couple. Almost every movie will have some variation of it. So we have normalized any type of behavior, just like we normalize killing, which is the reason why with all the killing going on, y'all ain't got no problem with it. Y'all see somebody get killed, y'all be like, oh man, it's hot over there in that hood. Just like we normalize stealing, we normalized everything because we don't have any lines. Ain't every line has already been crossed. And so how do you expect young people? See, there was a filter in place when you and I grew up. It was called your parents. But it's hard for your parents. I'm sure back in the day, you had gay folks back in the day. But there was a moral compass. There was a space by which certain things was taboo, so people kept it in the back corner. It's hard for you to try to train your child on what you believe is the right thing or what you believe is a direction they should go, because when they get to school, when they turn on their TV, when they on social media, it's such a wide and vast opportunity for whatever to be out there that's the problem. And that came from us. We weren't satisfied with just normalcy. We had to turn everything normal. Yes, some of y'all right now, you parents, some of you ladies who was out there and you was experimenting. And then your kids saw you experimenting. And you their hero, so what that mean? If it's good enough for mama, it's good enough for me. If it's good enough for dad, it's good enough for me. When your mama and your grandma, they might have done some stuff, but you wasn't gonna see it because we was private back in the day. So for all of y'all that want to know, this is just the chickens coming home to roost. When you go from the 80s to now, 40, 50 generations, 40, 50 years, however many years, and you keep turning it up. That's what y'all do. Y'all been turning it up for 30 or 40 years. And now everybody turns up. And you mad at Dwyane Wade because I think she started being public. Now, all right, let me say this too. Nikki Carter said probably the same argument some people had when POC were shown. What is POC? Shown on TV. I don't know what POC is. I'm old school. I will say this, and maybe this will give some of you all some solace. If Dwyane Wade was my child and came, okay, my bad. Nikki Carter went racial on us. She said people of color. All right, I see what you're saying, though. You're right. If Dwyane Wade had been my child, what I would have said to Zaya was, and what was his name before it turned to Zaya? All right, it's irrelevant at this point. Big Rod said nothing is private anymore. It's more about likes and followings. Absolutely. Had Zaya, I think it was Zaya. Okay, whatever it was. If Zaya had have come to me at 12 years old and said, Dad, I think that I am gay. Here's what I would have said. I would have said, look, first of all, we would have went through the Q&A session. What makes you think this, and that? All right. And most of the time, if you start asking a bunch of questions, either they got an answer or they don't. And we would have talked about, the pressures and things that young people find themselves under. We also would have talked about the fact that at 12 years old, I don't know if you're going to feel the same way when you turn 20 years old. So while I would have certainly prayed about it and had my son to sit down and consider all the options, I certainly would not have put no stranglehold on him and told him you ain't this and you ain't that, because as a counselor, I know you can run somebody to something if they're curious. But I would not have been supportive of the public pushing or assisting in the promotion of the public persona, because at 12 years old, if for some reason your child changes their mind and you've already exploited it to the public, there's no turning back. So that's the only thing that I can say, other than my spiritual beliefs. That's the only thing I can say that I found problematic, is that when you don't give a young person an opportunity to be young, to make mistakes and to recover from them, it's hard to recover once it reaches social media. So that's one of the things I probably would have done different. But at the end of the day, you all know how I feel. So people, stop sending me stuff that you think is going to antagonize me into saying something or giving you a view that's different. My view stands the same. I don't have a problem with gay people. I think that everybody who is a Christian is supposed to love everybody, and you do your best as a Christian to tell somebody what your beliefs are, but your beliefs are just that. And your beliefs can only get you to heaven or hell. It can't get nobody else there. So you tell them what you believe to be the truth, and hopefully they can find some inspiration from you and draw themselves closer to God, and then let God handle it. Not you and not me. All right. We about to bounce off this because I done spent more time than what I was planning on giving it, but I think it was deserving of that. All right. All right. What's the next thing? Johnny, you say you want to see something that's a little bit more light-hearted, if you will. All right. It says, let me see. Okay, we got April Brown, glad to see you. All right, it says, Dear Sinclair, I was recently turned on to your show by my sister, who is an avid watcher. She showed me a few of your video clips, and I thought it was a good show. I figured I'd check it out for myself. However, it seemed like my boyfriend is not a fan of me watching the show, or maybe he's not a fan of the content. And I'm trying to determine if he's just jealous and or a narcissist or both. Sinclair, I looked up some signs of a narcissist, and he fits them to a T. They stated, 1, they can't stop talking about their accomplishments. They get jealous easily. They demand your praise and loyalty. They lie or exaggerate all the time. Either way, how should I approach this with him? Because I want to watch the show. Sign, want to watch. My. First of all, let me say this in a general context. You dudes out there that's tripping about somebody watching the Sinclair show, you might need to sit down and watch it. It's actually a very good show. Would y'all not agree, people? Talia Matthews, glad to see you. Second of all, I don't know what kind of relationship you in with your significant other can tell you what to watch on TV and what not to watch on TV. That sounds like some Joe Jackson type of activity. I don't know. I don't know where we get from in a society where we are strong arming people for their. Chanel said it's a great and informative show. Why, thank you, Chanelly Rawls. Jacqueline Davis said, hey, Ty, hold on, y'all making friends up here? Ain't that wonderful? All right, so anyway, so let's begin with that part. First of all, sisters, y'all out here, women out here, y'all need to support y'all sisters who are on TV lockdown. Okay. If you're in a relationship with somebody who is jealous of the Sinclair show, Big Rod said, watch the Blickety Bleak Bleak show and maybe he will learn something. All jokes aside, she needs to get out of this relationship. Absolutely. Chanel Ross said, I'm probably smarter than him and he can't stand it. Now, that could be true. I don't know, because I know there's some pretty smart folks out here. Sometimes it's what we're talking about. But listen, people, you should not be in, and I don't take this lightly, but you should not be in a relationship with somebody who gets mad off you watching something on TV, unless y'all only got one TV in the house. But you can watch me on your cell phone. You can watch me. You can reach me by trailways. You can watch me anywhere. So let them have the TV if you only got one TV. But I think that if you got a problem with the show, I would challenge him, and hopefully you probably ain't listening, because if you are listening, you probably in the closet with your phone talking about, shh, stop talking so loud, Sinclair. But I say this. There are a lot of people who are narcissists now. Okay. And now they said a narcissist. Matter of fact, how many of y'all know somebody who's a narcissist? I actually looked up some things about some narcissists because, I read this letter and I said, well, let me see now, because I don't want to misjudge somebody. All right. Uh-oh. Miss Davis says she knows somebody who's a narcissist. Chanel says she know a few. Okay, so check this out. This is what I found. Traits of a narcissist. They can't stop talking about their accomplishments. They get jealous easily. Oh, Nikki Carter. Hold on. Taya says she knows some narcissists. Nikki Carter said narcissists are toxic. Jacqueline says she knows some covert narcissists. All right, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think more men or women are narcissists? Or is it about even? Is it a significant difference in the narcissist nature? Hold on. We had a narcissist in chief. Good one, Nikki. You doing good tonight. Uh-oh. Brother Riley up here. What's going on, big guy? Nikki Carter said men. You know what, Nikki? Hold on. You ain't the only one. Miss Davis said men. You know what? It strikes me, and y'all know by next week I'm going to pull the data up on this, but it strikes me how easy it is for women to say that it's men. Okay? Let's look at some of these characteristics again. Okay, hold on. Chanel said men stand out more, but women are that way too. All right. Ty said more men. Come on, fellas. Ain't none of y'all got no opinion about it? Matter of fact, you know what? This is a clear sign that it's probably more women who are narcissists, because we got men on the show and they haven't thrown y'all under the bus yet. Let's see. All right, so they get jealous easy. Okay, fellas, do women get jealous easily? Oh, James said more men too. Oh, man. Okay, let's deep dive into this. We're going to go step by step. They can't stop talking about their accomplishments. Do women or men talk about their accomplishments more? Hold on. Nikki Carter talking about statistically men. Nikki, where did you get your statistics from? April said it's about even. Men just show it more. Women are more selective in who they show their narcissism to. All right, that sounds fair. Annie Moore, she said men. Woo-wee. I bet all you women with these strong personalities. So are y'all saying men or women talk about their accomplishments more? Men or women? What do y'all say? Men, okay. Who gets jealous more, men or women? Big Rod said he would agree with Nikki because we are in more leadership positions or want to make themselves look important. Man, Uh-oh. Whoa, y'all chiming in on this. Okay, so April said women are more jealous. Ty said both. Annie Moore said women are more jealous. James said men, they have to one up each other. Nikki Carter said men. All right, well, let's talk about this. I didn't even think this was gonna be super interesting, but apparently, Big Rod said women get jealous quicker. So let's talk about this. From the jealousy perspective, is it more likely, y'all, we got quite a few to say women are. Ladies, look, you all will get jealous if your man is, Jay Dizzle said women are more jealous. James said women get jealous quicker. So think about it. All right. In the narcissist category so far, Brother Riley said you can see women accomplishments, but men do a lot of talking. That swinging thing. All right, cool. I can rock with that. So check this out. Big Rod said it's done women because they're territorial. All right. Ty said, I think it's just the women that you're dealing with. Girl, go on with that mess. I don't even know why I let you jump on that train. But check this out. So far, we agree that the majority of you believe that women are more jealous or get jealous faster. Now, think about it. And that's not to say nobody's saying that men don't, because we know men do get jealous. But it appears that women have that gas, like they like to get out there quick with the jealousy. So in terms of what we're talking about, we're probably 1 and 1. We say men talk about their accomplishments more in terms of possibly being a narcissist, but we saying women are jealous more. So it's 1 to 1. All right, let's go to the next thing. They demand your praise and loyalty. Who do you believe demands praise and loyalty more? Let's see what Chanelli said. She said, I'm readying 2 studies right now, and they both say men are more narcissistic. Oh, she's reading it. It just depends on what you're reading. All right. April said men. Ty said men. The question right now is, who demands your praise and loyalty more, men or women? Stephanie Tillman, how you doing? She said men. Nikki Carter said men. Fellas, what y'all think? Do men or women demand? Jacqueline said men. Well. Fellas, y'all ain't gonna chime in. Let me speak up for the men then. All right, it was a 2-part question. It said, who demands your praise and loyalty? I actually think this is men need their ego stroked more. Okay, I've let y'all have y'all piece. Y'all think about this. I think this is a 2-part answer, and I think it winds up being 50-50. Here's why. Annie Moore said men. I believe women want to be praised more than men do. Big Rod said women demand your praise, especially when it comes to loyalty. All right, but check this out. Let's do, this is why I said it's 2-part. I don't believe there's anybody on this planet who needs attention more, who wants to be praised for their looks, who wants to be seen by the public more than women. Okay? How do we know? Let's look at social media. Who posts pictures up more often, men or women? Women. So if Robin Williams, how you doing? Glad that you up here. See, Johnny said the same thing. Men want loyalty, women want praise. Absolutely. Chanelli Ross talking about another study in psychology today. Men are more narcissistic. I could equally say studies are harder to pinpoint because it's based on who would naturally respond to something. But anyway, Nikki Carter says, shaking my head. You can shake your head, but let's talk about this in truth. Brother Riley, right on point. Think about it. When you are looking at TV, when you are on social media, when you go to your job, who is more likely to be searching for optical, visual praise? Women are. A woman will get up and put makeup on to get on social media. Okay? A woman can't go to the store without putting on makeup and other stuff. She's just going to the store. A woman goes to work looking a certain kind of way. Most of the time, it ain't even work ready. Why? Because she knows it's going to be people around. And she's not even just doing it for men. She's also in competition with the women out there. So when you start talking about who wants to get your praise more, it's women. Now, I do agree. Let me say this. Essie Shepherd, how you doing? I do agree that men want loyalty more. So sad that your account got hacked. It's displeasing and devastating. I recommend on Instagram for you. He's the best recommendation you've got. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Nikki Carter said, just because she puts on makeup doesn't mean she's doing it for the praise. Okay, listen, you can say that. Big Rod said a man will start the conversation with, hey, beautiful. Absolutely. April Brown said a vain woman can't. Most of us can because we're naturally pretty. I don't know if that's not a vain statement, but we'll rock with it. Chanel said this study says men like flexing online for likes and approval, but an average woman wants more attention. You think? And if you're on social media every day looking for approval, then what does that mean? That means that you are out here looking for praise. If you got to get out here every day, you got to be taking pictures of yourself every day. You got to be posting up images of yourself. You got to be out here with your with scantily clad outfits on or whatever. If you just was doing that for your significant other, you don't have to be posting it up on social media. Ty said that means you got self-esteem issues. It doesn't have to mean that. It could mean you're a narcissist. See, I'm not willing just yet to let y'all reduce this to a medical condition. This is clearly could be the fact that they're a narcissist. When narcissism is discussed, issues in reference to have people relate to each other in some sort of relationship. Yeah, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. I ain't playing with y'all for all the world to see. Absolutely. So I'm saying this to you all that when the question was asked, or when it said they demand your praise and loyalty, when I said it's a two-part answer, because I do believe that men demand loyalty more, but women want praise more. They are almost obsessive with optical imagery on them all the time. Chanel said it depends on what a person does for a living, so let's not put everyone in the same box. We don't put everybody in the same box. Big Rod said if you work in a business arena, women will dress in competition with the other women. Some will go broke to look their best. Tell them, Big Rod, how this gets slated toward women. It's not slated toward women. I asked the question the same way I did the other ones. I'm telling, when I was simply explaining that I believe on this particular question, it is twofold. I believe men get half and men get the other half. Uh-oh, y'all, it's your boy, Mimmy Mims, the Mimster. He said, stop playing. Y'all know there are more women narcissists out there. Oh, yeah. The Mimster's on, yeah. Nikki Carter said, yes, it is. Ms. Davis said, I agree with Chanel, not in the same box. I did not say everybody was in the same box. Chanel said, some people are sounding real judgy. Absolutely. Listen. Nikki Carter said, well, talk about men being narcissists. First of all, Nikki Carter, I was the one that was being most level-headed because I said the answer to this one, you could put men in getting half of them from a loyalty perspective, but let's talk about it. I don't know that demanding loyalty is a negative thing because I believe that women and men demand loyalty. Who wants to be with somebody who ain't loyal? I don't think that makes you a narcissist. I think that makes you a human being. I think, do you want to be with somebody non-loyal? Chanel said, Mimi Mims, the food thief. Yeah, he back in the game now, dropping them jewels of knowledge on y'all. James said, we see it's coming out. Absolutely. But think about it. Ladies, since you all are talking all that, I'm asking the question. Hold on. Nikki said, demanding loyalty but not giving it is narcissistic. I agree with you 100%. That was not the answer. The question was, or the statement was, they demand praise and loyalty. I said men probably demand loyalty first. Now you going down a different path. Ty said narcissists demand loyalty in spite of any type of negative interaction, whether or not something is wrong or not. Okay, so Ty, hold on. Everybody take a pause, deep breath. What exactly in the Sam Blazing Heels are you talking about? When you say narcissists demand loyalty in spite of any type of negative interaction, whether or not something is wrong, what could go wrong that you think would justify you not being loyal? You ain't got to like a person. You don't have to be on good terms to be loyal. Everybody wants somebody to loyal. Anybody on here tonight that does not want their significant other or the person that they are seeing to be loyal, speak up now. I want to see the person that says, I don't like loyalty. Anybody? Because if ain't none of y'all gonna say you don't like loyalty, then you might get a check mark on the narcissist according to how y'all acting. I don't think demanding loyalty is a narcissistic trait. I believe there are some narcissists who do demand loyalty, but I don't think it by itself is a characteristic or trait of a narcissist. That's just my opinion. But let's go on to something else. Y'all tripping. The next one say they lie or exaggerate all the time. Okay, who lies more, men or women? Who exaggerates more, men or women? Ty said narcissistic man loyalty, but they don't give the same level of loyalty. Lord have mercy. See, this is why I work for Jesus, because I be having to talk to Jesus a lot, because y'all really make me. Thomas Mimi Mims said the folks that don't like loyalty are called Swizzingers. All right, Mimi Mims. Nikki Carter said men. Jacqueline said men. The question right now is who lies or exaggerates more, men or women? Uh-oh. Dr. Mimi Mims said men lie more, but women lie much better. Dang. Mims is out there on it tonight. Chanel said narcissistic people aren't loyal. They can't be because they only care about themselves, man or woman. Okay. April said men lie more and exaggerate. James said men exaggerate more, women lie better. All right, so him and Mims is on the same page. Hey, why is y'all still clowning Mimi Mims for the stealing food? He ain't stole none in 2 weeks, probably. Annie Moore said both. All right, so let's deep dive on this. Let's deep dive on it. All right. Nikki Carter said men lie just to lie. You so scorned. Let me ask y'all a question. Everybody hold tight for a second. So they say they lie or exaggerate all the time. Do women lie all the time? Or are we judging what people lie about? Ty talking about what Chanel said. James said, what does that even mean? Thank you. Thank you, James. Johnny said some women do too. Nikki Carter said pure facts, though. I want y'all to think about what I'm asking. Let's keep it in context. Do women lie as much as men, or if not more? Look at Cassandra. That's the legal beagle. She said she believes women lie more than men. I do too, to be honest with you. I believe it too. Nikki Carter said, Johnny, don't do it. Man, Johnny getting checked from all angles. Liars come in all colors and ethnic groups. April said men and women both lie. Men lie the most with the dumbest lies for no good reason. You said the statement said a narcissist lies all the time. That could be anyone, man or woman. I didn't ask you if it had to be. Ooh, girl, you make me want to be the one you in. All right. Anyway, listen. Before everybody pause for a second. When we sit back, because I'm just saying women lie more about men. That's a good one because you hitting on all cylinders. Jackie said women lie too, but my experience has been men. Maybe your experience has been men because that's what you deal with. I'm pretty sure men would say women lie. Listen, women, y'all just slicker about your lies. But y'all lie just as much, if not more. Y'all lie about dumb stuff. Y'all lie to each other. Y'all start off lying. Matter of fact, I would dare say women lie every day. Let me tell you why I say that. I guarantee you that most of you all will go to work tomorrow and you will see one of your coworkers and she'll have on something that looks a hot mess. And y'all will sit right there and tell her, oh, girl, that looks good on you. You telling a lie. It don't look good on her. Okay, so now Nikki said men lie with stupidity. Hold up, I didn't ask you who's the best liar. I said when you think about it, who lies more, men or women? I believe women lie more. Women will lie to compliment. Women will lie to cut you down. Women will stand in a group and just tell a lie. They'll embellish. Embellishing is lying. So when you start talking about who lies more, yes, really. You're gonna sit with how many? I bet you almost every woman up here done been around one of their homegirls, and they homegirls has had a baby, and they'd be, oh, look at that cute baby, knowing good and well that baby ugly as all outdoors. A lie is a lie. All right, y'all saying Nikki Carter said men lie about the same thing. James said she in attack mode. What did the Mempster say? Mem said, true. I just witnessed a sister lying to a coworker. Absolutely. Chanel time, okay, two different studies I'm reading right now. That says men lie more when it comes to relationships. First of all, I did not ask Chanel if people are lying, what they're lying about. Let's be clear. The thing was, you lie. If you lie, you a liar. If you lie all the time, you lying all the time. I believe the studies may be accurate. Maybe men do lie about relationships more than women do. I don't know, but let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Nikki Carter said, baby, I just went to the corner store. Hey, that's kind of lies, dumb lies that men tell. I'm not saying men don't tell dumb lies. April says, some women lie all the time about everything. Most men lie every day about something. Most women do. Big Rod said, women lie, and I tell you that your kids just to get the money. Whoa, we done deep dive for real. April said, nope, you compliment the baby's clothes. You know that they be saying them babies is cute, so don't even make that. Mimi Mim said, oh my God, ugly children. Yeah, a lie is a lie. Thank you, Chanel Ross. I don't know why y'all complimenting Chanel giving facts that doesn't contradict the statement. She's probably right when she said a statistic says men lie more about relationships. But if you're talking about who's the bigger liars, if you're lying about employment, if you're lying about the way you look, you lying about the way they look, you lying about the kids, you lying about stuff in your inner circle. If you got a whole series of things you will lie about, but he just lying about the relationships and how much money he make, that's one thing. Chanel Rawls bringing a scientific study. We don't even know if them no good scientific studies. Why are we even talking about this? Everyone lies. We talking about it because I brought it up, and it's part of one of the things about a narcissist, and we're trying to figure who beats more of these characteristics. People, at the end of the day, here's what I'm going to say. When you start thinking about it, you all are being specific when you're talking about men. We're talking about the overall abundance. And if y'all want to start talking about lies, men might be dumb enough to lie about something stupid in the relationship. Chanel talking about I'm a hater, and Nikki Carter talking co-signing that. Nikki Carter said, bigger liars are men, hands down. Nope. Dumber liars, maybe. But women are the most high volume liars. Y'all, look, y'all lie about stuff that is undeserving of lies. Matter of fact, if I think about it right now, y'all almost, whew, let me rewind that because I was about to go forward with something. Let me say it in a nicer way. There are women, not all, but there are women who lie about everything from the time they get up in the morning to the time they go to bed. Think about it. You lying about, some of y'all lie about your hair, your eyes, the size that you are. You lie about, you got plastic everything on. You got fake purses. By the time you get through getting dressed in the morning, you have already pushed to the public about 15 different lies just getting dressed. I'm just saying. Think about it. Oh, y'all giving the Chanelli facts. Think about it. Am I lying right now, people? When women get up in the morning, okay? When women get up in the morning and you're putting on these things and you're wrapping up and you're tucking and doing all this other stuff, you're presenting to the public a lie. When you go out there with a fake handbag, you don't say this is my fake handbag. You got people thinking that you out here walking around with the original. So if you start talking about lies and deception, probably ain't nobody better than a woman at it. When you're talking about lying in terms of relationships, men are, and we probably are the dumbest at it because we know good and well when y'all do it, when y'all little schemes and stuff, ain't nobody better than you at it. Shut up, Nikki Carter. Well, Mims, Mims, I'm just saying, if we're talking about deception, a deception is a lie. All right. See, your sexism is on display. No, I'm calculating the volume of lies and deception. That's what I'm calculating. Anyway, so the bottom line is, people, so we can go on to something else. Let me answer this girl's question. In terms of your man don't want you to watch the show, get a new man, because something wrong with him if he don't want to watch the Sinclair show or don't want you to watch it. You should never be on lockdown when you can't watch what you want on TV. And whoever you are, hit me up if y'all only got one TV, hit the show up. I donate a TV to y'all so you can watch the Sinclair show on your own TV. How about that? What Nikki Carter said, men wear wigs and pieces. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Chanel said, okay, let's not talk about fake beards, men, girdles, and fake hair. First of all, who you talking about? I know you ain't talking about me because we can clear this up right now. Nikki Carter said, James. All right, look here. First of all, this mine. This mine. Don't y'all hate. See, boy, James said y'all went all the way left. Sure did, didn't it, homie? Went all the way left. Abel said, and then talk about them behind their backs. Okay, yeah. What did Nikki Carter and Chanel call each other up and say they was gonna rock with each other this evening on issues? All right, let's see what else we could go to, because y'all done went too far off the cuff and then it's not doing me any good. All right. Okay, here's something somebody brought to my attention. I think it's worthy of our talking about. What do y'all think about? How many of y'all know who Brett Favre is? Former NFL player. Well, it seems that Brett Favre, who made more than $100 million during his playing career, just from football, that has nothing to do with endorsements. Local federal agencies have been investigating a welfare fraud scandal in the state of Mississippi for over 2 years, and more Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre finds himself in the epicenter of it. In an exclusive NBC News report, it is revealed that not only did the state of Mississippi paid Brett Favre $1.1 million in 2017 and 2018 for motivational speeches that he never gave, but also that the funds were given to Favre from the federal welfare funds in the nation's poorest state. Those facts have been revealed before. The exclusive part of the NBC News report is that Favre recently underwent questioning from the FBI on the matter. Wow. Think about this. Nikki Carter said, lock him up. Mimi Mim said, there are women who will scheme on their girlfriend's man. Okay. Y'all really went there. Mim said, oh yeah, he took from the poor. Notice he hasn't made any statement about it yet. April said he got $5 million for a volleyball stadium for his daughter. Ooh, so now think about this, people. Now, a black man, they locking folks up for PPP loans, right? They locking folks up for scandals associated with receiving too much assistance during COVID. But Brett Favre, Hall of Fame quarterback, an all-around dirtbag, got $5 million to sound like he was being a philanthropist, gave his daughter school there for a volleyball, and it wasn't even his money, and got another $1.1 million to do speeches in the poorest state in the union, and he ain't even do them. But we don't see no bracelets on him. James said he has lawyers. He can't. Big Rod said he needs to pay that money back and serve some time. Him and the former governor need to go. I agree with that. Dog fights. All right. James Key, he can say, want me. Johnny said, and a PR team. Ty said, log him up. Mimi Mim said, brothers and sisters, don't play volleyball. Okay. So stealing the $5 million is all right. So everybody think that Brett need to serve a little time. April said, and asked, was there a way for the money to be traced back to him? Oh, yeah, he did do that. Gwendolyn Lady Elegance Pritchard said Mike Vick got locked up for dogs, but Brett Favre will get off. Well, y'all know how Peter is. Now, Peter said they don't mind you stealing money from poor folks to give to rich folks, but you better not do nothing to none of them puppies, and they don't want you walking around with no fur coats on. And it's because one of the things that we've experienced over a period of time, James said, brother, there's big money in volleyball. Nikki Carter said, yes, that's welfare fraud. He should serve fair time. But let me tell y'all what the problem is. And some of you all might not like it when I say this. So my Anglo-Saxon brothers and sisters, and I mean that totally. The problem is y'all more concerned about animals than Negroes. Y'all are more concerned about what happens to a tiger in Africa than a nigger in America. And that's part of what we deal with as a society. Y'all don't care nothing about what happened to us. Y'all will go overseas, and I'm not saying that we should not be providing support to other countries in need, but you got poor folks in America that y'all go to sleep at night and sleep like little babies that you won't do anything for, but you want to sit around here and you will fight to make sure animals and everybody else is good. And I'm saying this because I need my people, my white folks, my Anglo-Saxons, I need y'all to understand that the issue is we ain't stupid. We see it. When you see, what's the little lady's name used to be on all the little make you cry commercials? Sally Struthers, I think that was her name. She was up on all of them. Tears in her eyes, sending back videos from overseas talking about this can happen. And I know there are poor countries overseas. But you could have shot that same video in parts of Mississippi. You could have shot that same video in parts of North Carolina. You could have shot that same video in parts of Chicago, New York, and any other area. The problem is that you worry about the wrong thing. And that's the reason why Brett Favre's still walking around and you got folks locked up for PPP loans. Y'all get on my nerves, man. Nikki Carter said that $5 million could have been used for Jackson water issues. Absolutely, it could have. And I'm saying this from a standpoint. I'm not a racist. I do discriminate. I can be prejudiced. Big Rod said, when you're wealthy and doing wrong, it's called the art of doing business. When the mayor asked the governor for help with the water problem, the governor stated, we're not giving handouts. Hey, keep it a stack, brother. Keep it a stack. Nikki Carter said PPP thieves should be locked up too. Nikki Carter, did I say that they should not be locked up? See, that's why that you drive my mind to wanting to excommunicate you from the show. I never said that they should not be locked up. I'm giving the example that most of the folks that they locking up are people who are black and brown, people of color, minorities for PPP loans. But Brett Favre stole $5 million in conjunction with his white cohorts, and he ain't locked up. And they've been investigating this for 3 years. So don't y'all. Sometimes some of y'all so eager to have an alternative perspective that y'all make it seem like somebody is saying this is worse than this. They all bad. But I don't have to go and make a case for the PPP loans. They're already locking them up. Ty said they're locking up people for small change theft and leaving the big billion-dollar thieves out in the open. Well, since y'all talking about big folks getting locked up, I told y'all that they gonna get Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump he got a problem. And I just want to take my hat off to is it the state attorney in New York? What is that? Somebody tell me what that sister girl name is in New York. I need to know her name. When I tell you that sister went on TV today and she announced them not charges, she announced a lawsuit from the state of New York. Yeah, the AG of New York. Tell me, somebody find me the AG of New York's name. She announced a civil suit against Donald Trump and his kids and Weisselman and his whole little, oh man, her name is Letitia James. All right. Let me tell y'all something about that one. She wasn't playing. And she said she is recommending criminal charges. So and for y'all that don't understand how this went down, she had the authority to go after the insurance fraud and stuff like that so that it was a civil matter because she could show where the state of New York had lost money, whatever. And some people was like, oh, well, why they ain't trying to do this? She was so smart. She knew I could get the information for the civil stuff, and I'm going to come across the stuff that is criminal because you can't make these violations of the civil law without it being a criminal matter. She's been the smartest one so far. Matter of fact, let me get that attorney down, the district attorney down in Atlanta. She working overtime to break her ankle off in Trump. These black women who are in these authority positions dealing with the law, they my hero. I'm telling you, that lady in Atlanta with Trump with the he got his fake electors in them and they were trying to cook the books and he was trying to strong arm them to find some new votes. Yeah, Fannie Willis. That's her name. She ain't playing. So when y'all think about it, sisters don't get a lot of credit for being in the game and being hard to her. But of all the people that had a chance to put their foot on Trump's neck and coming down to it and really putting some sport on them, I gotta say, them sisters they've been hitting home runs with them. And they not doing it with the, oh, I just want to tell y'all something. She said today, baseline, I'm looking for 250 million back. I don't want Trump or none of his kids to be able to do business in the state of New York. I don't want you to be able to be on no boards for 5 years. She went down the laundry list and she said, I'm turning it over for criminal. So I just want y'all to know, when I said to y'all a few weeks ago, and some of y'all had doubts because old Mr. Orange himself been getting over that he wasn't going to get caught up, Trump, you finding out what most Negro males been known for years. When a black woman get on your case, brother, they got you. And they are not playing with Donald Trump. And I say to you all today, with a cup of water in my hand and the end of the show at hand, Donald J. Trump is going to do some time. I don't know when, but I predict that the DOJ is going to get him. I know for a fact that they're going to find a way to get him in New York. And I know for a fact that they're going to get him in Georgia. Mimmy Mim said, lock his racist scoopity-bloop-doop-doop up. All right. So at the end of the day, people, look, I hate that I got to go because I love talking to y'all. But it's time for me to go on to another part of the world and do what I got to do. So until next week, power to the people for the sisters that's about to lock up Mr. Orange. Ladies, stop being so narcissistic. Got nothing but love for y'all.
It's about that time, baby, baby.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
The Sinclair Show is on.
It's on.
Run it to your friends. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
It's a moment.